Good morning, everybody. Reddit's Recovery Reminders. Back at you with my baby Ratchy. It's a beautiful morning. It's snowing, a little bit cold up here, but hopefully this is the end of winter. I'm ready for spring. I wanted to share you guys the emotional guidance scale. Emotions we feel become the energy we emit. Our energy attracts its likeness. When we're low on the emotional scale, we're emitting negative energy, which attracts people, situations, and experiences that match that vibration. This is why some days seem to go from bad to worse. This is why you will go from receiving a stressful text to losing your keys to having your car break down and so forth. But it is also the reason why on some days you receive a text from an old friend that you were thinking of and offered a new exciting opportunities and experience ongoing occurrences of bountiful bliss. Within the emotional guidance scale, you'll discover 17 unique emotional states, each resonating with its distinct vibrational frequency. From the denser vibrations to fear and despair, to the lighter, more expansive feelings of joy and love, the scale invites you to trek through a beautiful patch of emotional forestry. At times, you may surround yourself submerged in heavier emotions, weighed down by feelings of disconnection, powerlessness, or self doubt. But fear not. These emotions have their place in the grand scheme of things, offering valuable lessons and insights. It is important to honor and validate your feelings, providing yourself with some time and space necessary to process and really feel them. However, remaining in these emotional states for too long can cast a shadow over your well being and impede your growth. Isn't that true? And that's what, I had to learn to get out of those lower states of, fear, thinking that things were going to be disastrous, because that's what we had always got. So that's what our subconscious mind is trying to tell you is coming for you again. No, 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 you can't do it that way. You have to know that good things are coming for your life and they are happening. Everything is happening for your greatest good, even if it may not seem like that in the moment. And that's what I had to really realize. And now when I look back at some of the things that I really, I'm grateful that they happened the way they did. I was very selfish and unaware of how my behavior in my addiction affected other people. And for a long time, I was completely unaware of how my addiction could possibly affect anyone else, like my parents, especially. Like, I didn't understand. Now that I'm a parent and a little bit more mature, I do. But, I also realized that I was stuck in a state of trying to get attention from those people I loved by doing negative things that only hurt myself. And, when we really get out of that immaturity of, oh, well, I'll just hurt me. So, blah, 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 come on, that's childish. We're not children anymore. We're adults, but we are stuck with that emotional mind of a child when we don't address the trauma that we face in childhood and, in relationships and in our life. You are an amazing, wonderful, loving, kind, compassionate being. Okay, we have things happen to us that can put um, calluses over the heart. the easiest way I can explain it. Like, and those calluses that hurt, if we leave it over our heart and we continue to cover ourselves for fear of being hurt anymore, nothing can get through, not even the good stuff. So you're not only blocking the negative, but you're blocking the good. And when you are stuck in those patterns, like you do things out of anger or resentment, and it's things that you think are going to make you feel better, but it's really just pushing the people that we love away. And, I had to realize that. I didn't get that either. Like, not everybody has to know everything about what's going on in your head, and I was an oversharer for a long time. I wanted everybody to know everything that was going on with me because I am authentic. I just wanted to be real. I wanted to be honest, and I wanted to, make sure that people were seeing me for who I was. And when I got into my addiction, that wasn't really a good thing, especially with my family, I realized, because no matter what you do to change, they're always going to judge you from their perception of who they think you are in their head. And that's okay. I realized that I created all those things in my younger years, and I have to accept it. Even if I don't like it, I still have to accept it. I created it. I created everything in my life that I am looking through right now. And once I, got that responsibility through to my soul, it was a lot easier to pick myself up and carry myself on in my best light, in grace and forgiveness of not only others, but myself. And that's what we're all really looking for in, recovery. It is, we want to recover the things we lost, but until we recover the things internally that we have thrown away, given away, thought weren't ours to begin with, until that is recovered, in your heart, soul, your spirit, until you feel it to your core, you're going to continue in the same patterns trying to get you to pay attention to what the circumstances getting you to focus on. And I didn't get that for a long time. I just continued because life was happening to me. Life is not happening to you. You are creating it. You are creating everything in your alignment. I mean, you can't really control other people's actions, but you can control how you react to other people. And that's your best strength as well. Do not let other people upset you. Who are they? No one. So why would you let somebody, especially somebody that you don't know, upset you? No matter what they say about you, they don't know you. They're looking at you. And even if they want to judge you by what they see, so what? Let them. Let people think what they want about you. The right people are going to get, curious about you and ask questions. And, that's what I realized. I don't need to people please to get friends. I don't need friends. I have a friend right here. This is my best friend in the whole wide world. And her love is the best thing. Yes. And it healed me to a really deep place. This dog has helped me with her unconditional love to give myself the unconditional love that I didn't give myself for most of my life. Until you're able to give yourself those things, you're not going to be able to give them to anyone else. And that's really what I realized. I wanted to be a good mother and a great wife, and I couldn't do all those things until I had faith in myself as a human being. It was a constant fear that I was not going to be able to make it. I was not going to be able to support myself. I was not going to be able to, live and eat. Like, I needed someone else to support me, which is why I stayed in a toxic relationship for way too long, because I felt like, well, I've got what I've always wanted right here. So, why can't I just turn this into what it's meant to be? Because I can only change me, no matter what. And you cannot change anybody else's opinion of you either. And when there's been so much pain and hurt in a relationship, sometimes there's just no healing the hurt. Sometimes you just can't glue things back together. And no matter how much we want to glue them back together, they are going to continue to leak water and leak everything. And, it's going to drain your energy. You're going to keep putting gas into a car that doesn't run. Like, why would you keep doing that? I don't know, because we think it's going to poof become magically what we desire it to be. No, magic is real, but it doesn't happen by you changing other people. It happens by you changing things inside yourself, your thought processes, your programming. Really, we've been programmed 100%. It's up to you to reprogram yourself with the positive, uplifting, beneficial thoughts, loving, kindness, compassion. We are all on this planet together. There are no enemies here. People do nasty things because hurt people. Really, there's, nothing you have to fear in this society today. It's all made up in your head. And once you get that, like, there's no fear. Nothing to fear. Nothing. Ooh, it's childish. And once you're able to, move into the maturity of, I don't have to freak out every time something, upsets me. And I used to for a long time. I was overly emotional. I could not control my own emotions. And it got me into a lot of really crazy, ugly situations. Confusing. It was very confusing. But once you're able to be secure in yourself, you know who you are. Doesn't matter what anybody else says about you. You already know. So you can kind of like let it roll off your back. Oh, haha, that's funny. But you have no idea. So why would I consider what you say? And that's what I realized. Like, people are usually projecting their own bullcrap onto you. So let it go. Kindness and compassion, it makes my life a place that I want to live. And that's what I realized. Today, I am secure in my kindness and compassion and my peace in my heart. I live in peace now on a daily basis. I have nobody upsetting me constantly every day. I am on an emotional, I do get emotional sometimes, but I have a constant now. And, I know it's not craziness, and it feels so much better. It's up to you, though. You have to find your square and sit on it and let no one knock you off, No, this is my square. This is this is my square. I'm going to sit here. I don't care what you do, but don't try to push me off my square. Thank you. It is much appreciated. I love you and I see the divineness in you, but I will not allow you to, you know, disrespect the divineness in me. And if you're not respectful, then, I no longer want to try to placate you. You can be disrespectful somewhere else. And that's what we try to like keep people in our life because we think that we need them. But what are they really adding to your life? Are they adding stress or are they adding love and kindness and compassion? And that's really, something you have to work on for yourself. But once you get that in your heart and you know where you want to go and you set that goal and you keep your eye on the prize, the universe is going to conspire with you to get you to that place. I promise. I love you guys. I hope you have a really great day. Be blessed. Keep the love of the whole in your heart. We are one. Everything is one big ball of love. Let's see it that way. The new earth is here, y'all. Peace and love. Peace. Be blessed.